In this question, although we're only really interested in that bottom right one, we've got to work out some of the other cells first. We've got 1 to 9 to deal with. Now, some of these numbers go into one another. For example, 3 goes into 9, 1 goes into all of them. And so it can be a bit tricky to work out which is which, but there are a couple of numbers that really stand out, and that is 5 and 7, okay, because they don't go into any of the other numbers. Um, and numbers that are multiples of 5 will either end in a 5 or a 0. So actually, this is a bit of a tell. The middle number must be 5. Um, Now let's look for the 7. So this is actually 8 times 7. I'm just going to write that down. So I know that 7's in this column. And then 7, what else does it go into? I think it goes into 105. It's 7 times 15. Okay, so this must be 7, and therefore that is 3. So that's a good starting point for this question, I think. Right, so now we've just got to think about the other ones. So um, because I've got some numbers already, I can just work out the rest. So this has got to be 5 times, we're left with 36. And the only way that that will work, I can't do 6 times 6, I'm going to have to do 9 times 4. So it must be that somehow I get 9 and 4 in here. And actually, 9 doesn't go into 192 because the digit sum is 12. So 3 goes into it, but not 9. So this must be 4 and this must be 9. Now, what am I left with for 18? I've got 9 times 2 times 1. So I've got to somehow fit this in. Now, if this was 1, then I'd have to get 12 here. So that's not possible. So that one's got to be 2, and that one's got to be 6. I've actually managed to figure it out. So I've just logically worked them out, and the rest are gonna fall out. That's got to be 1. And then what are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can check it and see if that works. It will work out. So final answer 6, and that's how you can do it.